Oh, you like this app? I'm taking it. It makes no sense. It just sucks. It sucks. They don't want you to have nothing. The only time where these 800-year-old demons get together and actually do something in Congress is when they want to take away a popular social media application. It's ridiculous. 9-0 unanimous decision from the Supreme Court, dude. 9-0. It's insane to me that they can't get their act together to stop guns from circulating. Oh, you want healthcare for free? Nah, that. Hey, enjoy your medical bankruptcy. Can't get that. Every other country has it. We just simply can't. And then also can't have shit in America. They take TikTok away. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Why? Because people did too many Luigi posts, okay? They said, Israel too much. Oh God forbid. You can't say that. And Mark Zuckerberg salivating in the corner, looking at that, being like, ooh, that's going to be my market share. Can't wait for that. Google feeling the same exact way. Elon Musk feeling the same exact way. Every place you look at has to be insanely right-wing, dude. You can't have shit. You can't have a moment of solace. You can't have a moment of happiness in this life. It sucks.
And intervenes. Morgan Norwood joins us now. Morgan, good morning. The clock is ticking.
Yeah, good morning. We're looking at an escalating showdown between TikTok and the Biden administration. The app, as you mentioned, will go dark tomorrow on Sunday unless the administration guarantees app stores, internet providers won't face penalties for keeping the app online. This morning, TikTok warning it will shut down for its more than 170 million users in less than 24 hours, putting pressure on the White House to intervene. In a statement overnight, the company saying unless the Biden administration immediately provides a definitive statement that it won't enforce the ban that takes effect by law on Sunday, TikTok will be forced to go dark on January 19th.
What am I supposed to do?
Thank you for saving my life and changing my life, TikTok.
TikTok's threat to shut down comes after the Supreme Court sided with the federal government's national security concerns and not the company's free speech claims, citing TikTok's data collection practices and relationship with the foreign adversary. If TikTok doesn't cut ties with its China-based parent company ByteDance, it could be blocked with fines for app stores and internet service providers of up to $5,000 per user. With TikTok possible.
What? Jamel Bowie called Rednote a Chinese propaganda app? Yeah, he's a New York Times journalist. Of course he said that.
Possibly in its final hours.
Hello, TikTok refugees from the US. Welcome to Rednote.
Americans are...
Yeah, dude. Rednote is a Chinese propaganda apparatus. That's why it's in fucking Mandarin. They don't even want your unwashed Angloid asses on that platform. Fuck you mean it's a Chinese propaganda apparatus? No, it's for upper middle class, wealthy, gay Chinese people. Okay? That's what it's for. It's in fucking Mandarin. Have you tried opening up an account on the fucking platform? You need to use Google Translate every step of the goddamn way. Does that strike you as the great, dangerous Red Scare propaganda machine? No, man. They're doing their own thing. We go over there and immediately we're so self-important. We're so self-important where we're like, ooh, they must be doing this to brainwash our American youth again. It's like, what are you talking about? We went there. We fucked it up. What are you talking about? That it's like, oh yeah, no, this is their propaganda apparatus. Totally, man.
Are fleeing to Rednote in protest, another Chinese social media app. President-elect Trump, who takes office just one day after the ban could take effect, has vowed to try to save the app, saying Friday, my decision on TikTok will be made in the not-too-distant future, but I must have time to review the situation. Stay tuned. TikTok CEO thanking Trump for his commitment to find a solution.
I want to thank President Trump for his commitment. This is a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship.
And a White House official telling ABC News that the administration has already made things clear, gone through extraordinary lengths to communicate its position, stating that this will all be up to the Trump administration to implement and enforce the law.
Okay, so we saw TikTok CEO there thanking Trump. We know that Trump has invited the CEO to the inauguration, but realistically, what can Trump do in this case here?
You know, Gio, certainly the president does have some influence here. He may try to get TikTok to broker some sort of deal to change hands. Remember, they want to try to force the sale. That's been the government's issue here. But even if that does happen, if China approves all of that, that's also a major sticking point and attention point here. The way that we experience TikTok will certainly change. I mean, the national security concerns lies within that data-driven algorithm. That's going to have to be overhauled. So you're going to have a new algorithm and certainly a new app.
All right, well, less than 24 hours to go. We'll see what happens.
Such
Morgan,
widespread
thank you.
impacts there could be.
Why is the media always playing catch up? Like for a week, they covered this as an awesome thing. And only until the last 12 hours before TikTok goes dark, they're like, oh, well, I guess a lot of people made money off of it. Like, dude, I said this months ago. It was part of the reason why I didn't think it would get banned. Like, it's just, I don't understand it. Like, who is getting informed from this? It goes back to whether or not these guys are malicious or just incompetent. And sometimes I don't know. I don't know. When I hear Chuck Schumer go, maybe we shouldn't have banned it. We actually want a stay of execution. I'm like, but dude, you passed the legislation. You didn't think that this would have, you know, genuine repercussions, 170 million active users, 7 million small businesses on TikTok. You didn't think that that would be a genuine, that would come with some penalties? They can't be that fucking stupid. But then sometimes I'm like, maybe they are. Question, why is Trump so pro TikTok? There's so much pro Palestine because he doesn't give a shit. He does not care. He just knows that it's popular. He's smart enough to recognize that it's very popular and smart enough to recognize that if he saves it, all of a sudden, it's the easiest W of all time. That's what's so simple about this entire process is that it unironically is about reading the room. That's it. It's not that complicated, okay? It's not that complicated at all. He just, unlike many politicians, he looks at a situation and he's like, well, this is very unpopular. And then he thinks, am I making money? Are my big donors in the room with me? Are they the most important constituencies? Do they care about it? He matches up how unpopular something is with what he stands to gain from banning it or not banning it. And in this circumstance, the public perception is so unimaginably slanted against people that want to ban TikTok, and he recognizes it. He also gets a lot of clout off TikTok. He knows that too. He talks about it all the time. It's not like, dude, Trump is not a like secretive genius, okay, in the way that he operates. Like, he's very one note, and he's also very open about his intentions. He straight up said it. I got a lot of clout on TikTok. TikTok played a formative role in my victory. TikTok is the reason why the youth love Donald Trump. He has said those words over and over again. But Hasan, he already won and can't serve again, so his popularity doesn't matter anymore. You're so silly if you think that Donald Trump is a normal politician like that. First of all, let's see if he doesn't serve again, okay? What is this he won't serve again business? What do you mean he won't serve again? Oh, you mean, because the norms. Oh, because we have rules about that sort of thing. Oh, I forgot. I forgot that we had norms and rules and institutions. I forgot that. I forgot. For a second, I thought I was living in a different country. Wake up! We live in the United States of America in the year 2025. We are no longer living in a country with norms and institutions, none of which ever mattered, okay? They only mattered as far as the Republican Party wouldn't weaponize them against the Democrats. Now that they are openly opening up the floodgates and weaponizing it against the Democrats, shut the fuck up about norms and institutions. This country elected and gave a resounding victory to a guy who tried to actively overthrow the previous election's results in the funniest way possible. And now this country is like, no, that guy was awesome. We love him. And you're over here being like, well, you know, there are term limits. He's locked into a second term. Like, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is whether Trump wants to run again or continue being president or not, okay, going forward. That's the only thing that matters.